Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today we are talking about latest changes on public test server. We are getting back explosive effect on energy weapons. It's not the same as it was, I need to say that. It's not the same as legacy weapons used to do when they were annihilating everything. It is reworked effect. There are some similarities with the old one so far. I don't know exactly how it will evolve when it will be a finished product. Currently you can equip it on every weapon. It's not working on every weapon, but first, what's new? Let me demonstrate it on some enemies so you can have some idea. And yes, I am on the custom server. That's how I was able to prepare exact weapons I needed for this comparison. And this is of course normal Gatling plasma without explosive effect. And now the other one is with explosive effect. So let's switch. And it works pretty much as you can tell, as it used to in the past, visually at least, but the damage is not so crazy huge as it was. Okay, let me go into Nerd Rage for a little bit more comparison. So I will be exactly in the Nerd Rage with some toxic goo. Okay, we are in the Nerd Rage. It does hit hard, as you can see, but Gatling plasma overall do hit hard. On the weapon card, it doesn't show a difference between explosive and other one that I have with damage while aiming. That's the damage while aiming one, annihilate very fast too. But there is a difference, like the explosive damage is being added, even though currently do not show on the weapon card and Demolition Expert I have equipped, and it's working. It's working as it's supposed to. Now on other weapons, it's not the same. If I, for example, take the alien disintegrator, you will notice something else. What you already noticed on the Gatling plasma, regardless of the mod, it was launching regular projectiles that were exploding on impact. And it's the same with this weapon. But there are custom explosion effects. Actual range of those explosions is way higher than shown. I'm not spec for this weapon, so I'm not doing very well. But you can see those explosions. They have a bunch of examples with those weapons, those explosions. For comparison, alien disintegrator, that's damage while aiming instead. That's how it's working. So I like the fact we are getting those custom effects. It does work on Ultracite Gatling laser too. So this is explosive one. I have them all basically the same, with the difference it's either damage while aiming or explosive. You see? And the radius is really huge. You can tell by the fact that I'm getting set up on flames. Where there. If I shoot there, I'm already in the radius of explosion. The damage with this variant is pretty solid. That was a legendary one. I'm not 100% spec for full damage. You were able to see my perk, so that's how it's performing. So projectiles remain normal, but on impact, there is this extra explosion. Now if we compare with the one that is more damage while aiming instead. So here how it does. Which one you would prefer in the future, I don't know. Generally, so far it's evolving. Like this explosive effect is evolving. If you wonder about the flamers, I did put on the flamer this effect too. This one. Projectiles explode. Unfortunately, there is no effect. On the flamers, this explosive effect do not override the projectiles anymore. It has no effect on some weapons. On all flamers, there is no effect at all. Basically, explosive show does nothing. In the future, will it change? I don't know. If you put it on the pepper shaker, on the burning cremator, there is no difference. it does nothing. On Gatling Plasma it works. On Plasma Caster, it's quite good. It's probably better, I think, on the weapons that do have high impact damage, as explosion is taken and calculated separately. So high impact damage, single shot by high impact, seems to be working way better with explosive effect than low damage, fast firing weapons. That's from my testing, at least so far, on the test server. So this explosive is quite solid. I need to 3 shots and level 100 super mutant is dead. For comparison, the one with damage while aiming, the same to the torso. About the same, 3 shots. So maybe it's the same overall damage while aiming and explosive. About the cryolator, whatever I do, it doesn't do anything. So on cryolator, it doesn't work either if it's crystallizing barrel or regular. Okay, alien blaster. So the good old pistol with explosive effect doesn't work because I have snowball effect already on it. So it doesn't do anything else. If there is snowball is not being override. So unfortunately, the alien blaster is not coming back. About the Tesla shotgun or other Tesla, it doesn't override the projectiles. It doesn't do anything, which is unfortunate, but yeah, it doesn't do anything for a Tesla. About what you may think, Peppa Shaker, it does work. I have single barrel and plasma projectiles. What it does in case of this weapon, it generates incredible lag and FPS drop when you fire. Like, I have like a slideshow when I'm firing it with new explosive effect. So all it does, it just takes away FPS down to under 10. So definitely not very usable on the Pepper Shaker. And so far about how impactful it is, all the explosive effects from my testing, mainly good if I want to get extra tagging when using those weapons. Whatever is it, like, for most case scenario, I would prefer faster fire rate or something like that over those explosives. So I tested a bunch, and the new explosive effects are cool, especially the custom ones like this one. The blue explosions I like. They look really cool. Do they really add, outside of being used as tagging, is it the best for damage? No. Will it be? At some point, I don't know. Even with Demolition Expert card equipped, it's the same like on ballistic weapons, just look a little bit different. So it's not the best effect. Would need some unique touch to really, I don't know, to really change it. Personally, myself, if it's gonna stay as is, I will not be seeking or using explosive effect as a legendary effect. If I want tagging, I have Cremator already for that. If I want highest DPS, that's critical damage, or faster fire rate, or damage while aiming works great too now. So I don't think so. What do you think about this new custom effect? I'm guessing the work is still being done, so maybe more custom effects gonna come? What do you think? And that being said, thank you all for watching, and see you all in the next one.